Hi YouTube, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe. I have an update on the little girl that was kidnapped in the Bronx. She has now been found. But I did go on Facebook and see, let me just tell you something. Social media and the people that you have on your social media is a powerful thing. I go on my social media and there's a girl up there that says that she knows the mother. I don't want to confirm this yet because right now they're questioning the little girl inside the 40th precinct in the Bronx, and they are saying on Facebook that the little girl staged it because she didn't want to go to Honduras. Now, if this is a Jussie Smollett 2.0, we're gonna have a problem. Let me show y'all the update real quick.
Bronx right now with how police found the teen. Lisa.
Well, Derry and Steve, detectives here at the 40th Precinct are trying to put together a timeline of what happened to 16-year-old Karol Sanchez over the last 24 hours. There are many more questions right now than answers. The teen was abducted late last night and then turned up this afternoon at the very spot where she was taken. In this exclusive video, you see 16-year-old Karol Sanchez walk up to police officers asking for help. They console her, confirm her identity, and take her to a quieter spot. The officers were stationed on Eagle Avenue, where she's seen in this surveillance video being kidnapped from her mother and dragged into a car Monday night. Shania Williams was on her way to work and stopped to help the mom and dial 911.
She was standing up with her hands in the air, screaming out loud. It's a scream that you know something really bad happened.
Police say the suspects knocked the mother down when she tried to stop them from taking her daughter. Then they forced Sanchez into a beige four-door sedan, which had two more men inside. The violent kidnapping triggered widespread concern and an Amber Alert.
As a mother, I was just trying to console her, trying to hold her, and she just was screaming in the street. She was just screaming. So there was nothing else I could really do at that moment for her.
In the parking garage office, the mother was emotional as she was reunited with her daughter and loved ones. Workers and residents in the neighborhood were relieved and happy too.
She came to the cop cars and, she was trembling and it looked like just like her with her pictures and stuff. So we knew it was her. And we both were in a shock, but we were happy she's home.
Now, while investigators are, of course, happy that she's turned up safe and sound, apparently, they do have many questions like who all was involved in this, what was a possible motive, and most importantly, what has Karol Sanchez been doing these past 18 hours that she's been missing? We're live at the 40 Precinct. I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News. Stephen Derry, back to you.
Okay, now I was looking for something on Google and I found something on Google that was talking about the little girl or whatever. This is a couple of hours ago. BuzzFeed was reporting that a young lady saw the mother outside, so she recalled asking because the mother of the child don't know how to speak English. They Honduran, so her Spanish was a little sketchy, and plus the lady that found her did not know how to speak Spanish and she didn't understand her. So she had her neighbor come downstairs to translate to the lady in Spanish. So this is what the lady asked her in Spanish. Did the woman see the license plate? What color was it? What did the car look like? How many men were they? Did the men say anything to them? Did they call her daughter's name? Where were they coming from? The mother she was still in shock while the lady was trying to translate everything and ask her all these questions. So the lady, the mother of the daughter, got a phone call from the grandmother. The grandmother came downstairs, which is the grandmother of the little girl that was allegedly kidnapped. And the lady said they all looked alike. They called the cops. The cops came 20 to 30 minutes later, and this is what she recalled when the cops got on the scene. The cops came afterwards of the initial call. She said that they didn't seem to take the situation seriously. She was frustrated by the response time as the nearest precinct is just 5 blocks away. Which the 40th precinct is a couple of blocks away. We could have walked to the precinct, filed a report, and came back and to the same spot and still would have been there before the cops. This is what the lady that found the mother on the floor stated. Like, it was just crazy. But I'm going to say this right now. From what I'm reading on Facebook, this little girl did not want to go to Honduras, and it was planned. Now, y'all see how she's all devastated and everybody's crying. She was found in the same spot as she was kidnapped from, basically, on the same corner and everything. My thing is, if this is a Jussie Smollett situation, we have a problem. My thing is, I hope it's not, the investigation is not complete. Like I said, the little girl is being questioned inside the 40th precinct now. I guess about the guys that was in the car, because all together it seemed like there was 4 guys and then they took her. Because I was questioning to myself, if they're going to take the little girl, why not take the mother too? Because they already had her overpowered because it was 4 of them or whatever. So that already had came to my brain. Why they didn't never take the mother. That was one thing. Number 2, how did they know what time they got off the train? Because they were saying they was walking from the train station. And they was going to a relative's house so they can go to the doctor in the morning or whatever. Okay. How did they know what time to get off the train? And if y'all look at my video, right? Now, I'm not trying to be funny. But if y'all look at my video from before, it seems like one of the relatives on the couch was texting. And this is how you know the news people even peeped it, because they did a close-up on that. Let me show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on. This little girl right here in my video, if y'all go look at the first video. Now, this is in the relative's house. This might be one of her cousins or something like that. But when I first looked at it, this is how petty the news is, though. This is how petty the news is. Because they never said about the little girl phone or nothing. This little girl is looking down at her phone. Watch this real quick.
And they were supposed to return to her home when Sanchez was taken.
Look. She's texting. Who is she texting? Let me find out that this little girl set this up for she won't have to go to Honduras. Because this is what everybody is saying. Like, the Bronx is big, but social media world is very small because everybody know everybody. And right now I'm hearing that this little girl set this up herself because she didn't want to go to Honduras. And if that is the case, whoever was in that car with her that set this up with her, and whatever family member knew about this, put them all in jail for a month. Put them all in jail for a month. In population and everything. Put them all in jail for a month. Reason why I say that is because... The reason why I say that is because, let me tell you something about New York City. New York City, just like Chicago, is very big. We stay woke. Nobody don't never really sleep like that in New York City. You can go outside in New York City and find somebody walking around at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's how, it is what it is. We call it the city that never sleeps for a reason. When I first seen that little girl in my first video texting, I found that to be weird right there. Like, okay, the news is in your house. You're texting, but when she realized the cameras was on her, she put the phone down. The news so petty, they zoomed in. Not enough to see the texts, like the very text that she's sending out, but they even noticed that she was texting. How much you want to bet she knew that that little girl planned that, if this is all orchestrated, that she knew that she planned that? How much you want to bet that's her cousin? How much you want to bet that this was all a big thing so she won't have to go to Honduras? Because I felt it strange that they just knew the train she was getting off. They knew a block that the relative lived on to come pick her up. Then not only that, when they didn't snatch the mother, the antennas went all the way up. Like, all right, you don't, you get her, but you don't snatch the mother. That's the first thing I thought this morning when I heard this morning. Why did they not snatch the mother? Especially when I seen the mother. She's not all that old where you be like, leave her and let's take her. 2, was this little girl screaming when she was taken? Did they yell her name? Because you know kidnappers, dumb ones, they tend to slip up and do dumb shit. This is what I'm saying. By the time this is all settled, by 10 o'clock I have the whole story. Probably earlier than that because social media is going crazy. And the reason why I say throw them in jail is because the cops have better things to do. And if they find out this is a hoax, they're going to want to press charges. And they should. Because this is why they didn't come fast. And if this is a hoax, the way that people have been talking about how people been getting snatched up and they have a lot of Amber Alerts going out for missing teens and this and this and that, this is why they didn't take it seriously. BuzzFeed is reporting that the cops really didn't take this report seriously. They took their time getting there. Yes, it is 5 blocks down from where 156th Street is. 40th Precinct is right there. Put your siren on and you there in 2.5 minutes. So I didn't understand why they took so long coming there. But if this is a hoax, it's going to make the police look like, yeah, well, this is why we didn't come. We have better things. People have better things to do besides be on alert all day for a missing child, and the child set it up for she won't have to go to Honduras. It makes no sense. But right now, I'm kind of disgusted. I'm kind of disgusted because you know what the bad part about it is? When kids nowadays do stupid stuff, I hear a lot of people saying, well, oh, it's where the child come from, or it's the way that they was brought up. Oh, it's on the mother, it's on the father, it's on the parents. They don't have a father in the house, this and this and that and the third. Let me tell you something. It's plenty of people that wasn't raised with both parents in the house and didn't do dumb shit like this. If this is the case. You understand what I'm saying? She thought of this with her friends or whoever those guys was, and she decided to do this by herself. And it have nothing to do with her mother. And if I was her mother, I would punch in her face. I would punch in her face. Because you got me worried for you overnight. Because this happened late last night. So you have me worried about you overnight. Not knowing where my child is at. And you planned this the whole time? Yes, Mom. Punch in the face. Punch in the face. Because it don't make no sense for everybody to be on Amber Alert talking about this little girl all day on social media. I posted her 3-4 times on my IG videos and everything. And for you to sit up there and be, and, girl, bye. Your coat ain't even ripped. If y'all look at the video, go to the beginning of the video. Homegirl coat is not ripped. She ain't even, she looked like she frazzled. Yeah. She looked like she breathing all heavy. Girl, you better go back to acting 101. Because you ain't going to pull the wool over my eyes. Things just don't be adding up. And we the people say throw her ass in the jail cell real quick for a month, maybe. You ain't got to worry about Christmas, bitch. Lights out. How about that? Throw her in jail. Press charges on her. Don't bring those charges towards her mother. Her mother ain't got nothing to do with that. Because even if they was going away on vacation or whatever, I don't give a damn if they was going there to live. That is your mother. Your mother say, do X, Y, and Z, you do X, Y, and Z. But these kids today, they feel like they can get away with murder. And I don't feel like if this was a hoax and this wasn't a real kidnapping, because I find it strange that they just dropped you back off where you got kidnapped from. So 16 hours later, you appear. Your lip ain't busted. You ain't got no scratches on your face. Your coat ain't ripped. Your hair's still the same. You don't look like you been hit on. You ain't got no bruises. None of that. Your clothes is intact. No, nothing. But yet, you got kidnapped. And you got dropped off in the same place you got kidnapped from? Make it make sense, Jussie Smollett Jr. All I'm going to say is, if this is a hoax, throw her and them boys and whoever else knew about it, even down to that relative that's sitting on the couch with her phone. If they go through that girl's phone, how much you want to bet it's Texas in there and she knew where that girl was at? How much you want to bet? She's sitting there like, oh, shit is going down. How much you want to bet that little girl had her phone? Because they didn't say nothing about the little girl having a phone or nothing. She's 16 years old. She got a phone. She a big 16 too. She ain't no little 16. She got a phone. Where her phone at? Where her phone at? How much you want to bet her phone was in her pocket and everything? That cousin or relative right there is on that couch, is looking at the news like, oh shit, you better bring her back because it's serious, it's real. Yeah. How much you want to bet? I put money on it. But don't blame that on the mother. Throw the child and whoever else knew about it in jail. Everybody go to jail. Line up. Christmas time. You don't never put the city on alert like that. And there's too many other kids missing that need the cops' help. And you sitting up here planning stuff because you don't want to go to Honduras. You should be fortunate that you have a family that want to take you anywhere. Because I would take you to the jail and drop you off. And leave you in the 40th precinct if I was your mother. If I was her mother and I found out she planned that, you staying right here. Lock her up. That's it. Lock her up. Lock up 4 months. Let her feel how it felt in. Let her drop the ball in jail. It don't make no sense. I am disgusted. Yo, I'm so upset. I don't even want to go on Facebook. I'm so upset about this whole story. Because I have a funny feeling this was all a hoax. This was all a game for these kids because she didn't want to go nowhere. So they want to do all this and get the mother all worried. I can't. My name is Eve the Weave. I'll be back with another update. And I don't even have nothing else to say. Like, I'm just totally disgusted. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll have more other things coming up because this right here, this right here is aggravating me. This whole story is aggravating me. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later, YouTube. Bye.